Hello, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today you're joining me back in Spintires at the main menu. Now, why are we at the main menu? Well, I'll show you why. The map Dirt Time is back with a new revision, and now this is the new version, and this is V3 from before. So you can see specifically here in the middle of the map where they've added a bunch, where the creator has added some new stuff. Particularly if you look right here, well, it's hard to show you on that, but if you look right up towards, right towards the middle of the map in the river, there's that large body of water that doesn't have anything in it, and then you scroll to the new version and you see there's a swamp in there, which has a new spawn locator on the map itself when you actually go into the map. So I'm going to show you guys some of these new areas, show you guys around, and let's see, we're going to probably want, I'm going to want Brutes YJ, and I think besides Brutes YJ, I'm going to grab another truck, and then we'll load into the map, and I'll catch you guys there. Alright, so welcome to Dirt Time itself. You can see we spawned in one of the Ram, I believe, 2500s. We've also spawned in Brutes YJ, and one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to switch into Brutes YJ because it's a very good vehicle for just exploring new areas and kind of showing you guys around the map. So I'm going to leave the default Baja Claws on here. Not really going to put any add-ons on the Jeep because we're not really, we don't really need a bunch of add-ons right now. But I'm going to take you guys up to the lakeside because the lakeside, really cool area. Really cool area. Specifically cool because of the fact that there's not a lot of, there aren't a lot of maps in Spintires that do what this map does in the way of making so many areas fit into one map effectively. Make them fit into one, almost like if you're equating this to Minecraft, almost like fit into one, biome isn't the right word. Biome is actually the complete wrong word to use in this sense. But there's just so much packed into this map, and the problem with this map is that it really weighs heavy on the game, performance-wise. The game is like, oh god, I have to run all of this? Are you serious? Are you serious, bro? But I mean, you can get around it. There's things you can do to get around it, but here's the lake itself. It's a small lake, it's a little bit of like a pond, but the cool thing is you've got this dam over here that you can actually drive across. I mean, if you have enough suspension travel, you can totally drive across this dam. It's totally doable. And you know what? That's a freaking awesome shot, and it's mine. I'm taking a screenshot of that. I really hope that didn't destroy my my recording. No, it doesn't look like it did. Okay, which is good. So, anyways, this dam can be crawled over if you've brought a vehicle with a lot of suspension travel, which this one is really good for. Suspension travel is good for trails. That's one of the main reasons why I brought it, because it's a very versatile Jeep. It's also, the YJ is nice because you have a long enough wheelbase to, you have a long enough wheelbase that it's really usable. But it's also not too long to the point to where it'll get, high-centered and hung up on everything. But yeah, this little lake area is really cool. I'm glad this area has been tweaked and improved, and there's a lot of cool stuff to it. Now the next area I'm going to show you after well, you know what? Before I show you the next area, I want to see if I can get through this pretty nasty looking spot. It might just look nastier than it actually is because there's water here. Oh god. You know what? Let me back up real quick and then put it in low 3, stay to the left, and then cut back to the right, use the rocks for traction. No big deal at all. No big deal at all. And I will say also, we're going to check out the mud pit to see if they've changed it at all, or to see if he's changed it at all. I don't think he has, but I think everything in the Tough Truck Playground is pretty similar, but I'm sure he's done some updates. So now we're going to go check out the swamp, because the swamp is completely new. Swamp is completely new, and let me tell you what, the swamp is pretty nasty. I took another truck through here earlier, when I was just testing out the map, and dude, the swamp is a really nasty area. If you're bringing a vehicle that doesn't have a lot of grip, it's gonna pretty much die out here. It's gonna get completely stuck. Fortunately, this thing, oh god, frames are dying in the swamp. But no, fortunately, this thing has some really good mud grip. So it's it's much more suited to this. The nice thing about this is it's not quite as gnarly as, like, say, the mud pits. The mud pits are a good bit worse than the swamp. The swamp is just like it's a nice in between, because the swamp is still pretty gnarly, and it's a good challenge for a lot of vehicles. Mud trucks would come in here and just, like, eat this whole place up. I mean, honestly, this would be kind of inconsequential for a mud truck. The mud trucks are better suited to, like, you know, the big, nasty mud hole, mud bog areas. But for something with just, you know, like, big tires that just is good for all-purpose off-roading, this is a really good mud swamp challenge for those vehicles and for vehicles like that. So I think he had a great idea in adding in a more traditional swamp section, because we haven't really seen any good swamp sections since the tech demo, really. And, like, I mean, the tech demo was so long ago. And the thing is, there's people on my channel that are still with me since the days of the tech demo, and I think that's so good. I mean, that's so cool that there's people that have watched this game grow on my channel from tech demo all the way up to what it is today. And it's just, like, it's huge. It's awesome. And I think that this map is definitely one of the highlights of that, you know, of that process, of that, you know, of that growth. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just a really cool progression to see. And I think it's nice to have a swamp environment in there. Now, the question is, can we advance a little bit forward, or are we really starting to get hung up? No, no, come on, there you go. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. So, and then the thing is, it just kind of goes into muck, and if you venture out there, well, I'll show you what happens if you venture out there. It kind of, well, it drops off pretty quick. If that doesn't give you an indication of how quickly it drops off after the swamp. So I'm just gonna go ahead and reverse back out of there, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the dodge now, because I want to use the dodge to show you guys a couple of other areas. Let's do a axle dump exhaust, and that'll probably be about it, to be honest. I mean, like, we could do 38-inch boggers. Oh God! All right, 38-inch boggers are interesting. I hope they don't, like, see, that's the other thing, is, like, I hope they don't, like, certain tire combinations really play hell on the frame rate on this particular map. Let's go explore the Tough Truck Playground a little bit, see if he's changed anything. I don't think he has changed that much, but let's see. Dude, these tires are so frame heavy, it's ridiculous. Oh, he added cones to the pulling course, though. That's cool. He added cones to the pulling course, and he did a couple of other things. And by the way, I know in a couple of other Spin Tires videos, I said that we had solved the frame issue. We have. However, it's obviously, you know, there's still a little bit of an issue with frames, and the reason why that is because I figured out a way to record, but the way I figured out to record that doesn't drop frames, I need to sort out the sound element with that, because the sound is, like, a little iffy on that, you know, on that whole setup so far. I love his no road, no problem sign. So he's actually put starting lanes here for the mud bog, which is really, really cool. I mean, we'll be able to actually kind of, you know, these are here by default now, and that's legit. Okay, that's really cool. I love that. That's where that trail starts. That everything has got markers now, so that's really good. Everything's got markers. Everything is like it's that he shows you where you're supposed to be. Because to be honest, you know, that was kind of a problem on this map. Is that like a lot of the areas were a little bit tricky to figure out where you were supposed to go. And, you know, in keeping with that, he's like, okay, how about I put some cones there so you know where you gotta go, and that should simplify it a lot, which it does. It really goes a long way to simplifying the process of figuring out where you're supposed to be on this map. Let's see how this thing does climbing up over these dude, holy hell, that's really good. For a big truck, that thing did awesome. Let's see if we can get over to the bridge where we're kind of technically sort of supposed to be. Kind of sort of technically supposed to be. Oh God. Oh boy. Come on, give me a little bit more right. And we're good. Alright. Spun's MJ is unlocked, which we're not really going to be using that truck. I mean, we're not really in it. We don't really need to use it right now. This area has been reworked and tweaked a little bit. There's some banners and stuff like that. But I'm going to actually, let me look on the map. It doesn't look like there's much that's new on the course itself. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to spawn in at Let's spawn in at the cave and see what's been, oh, can't spawn there. What about Hilltop? We can spawn at Hilltop. Wonder why we can't spawn at the cave. I wonder what's, like, going on in there, that's not, you know, that the game's not cool with us spawning in over there. Could be a number of things. Could be the game is just kind of like, it could be this truck doesn't agree with that spawn point. Because that does happen sometimes, and it actually happens more than you might think. Certain trucks just don't like to agree with certain spawn points a lot of the time. It's, like I said, it's more common of a thing. Oh, God. Well, that didn't go well. We now have an upside-down truck. Let's go to the swamp, and then let's go back to the hilltop. Well, can we go to the cave? Nope. Cave's like, nope, you are not getting in here. So let's try to find an alternate route from this hilltop spawn point. There's a road over here. There's a road over here, so we should be able to work our way back into this area somehow. Dude, oh God, alright. This is gnarly. Let me back up, because I don't think we have the tire size to do that. That's a little bit nasty. And that river's raging, too. Like, that's pretty intense. Let me find my way down this real quick. We'll just walk it down. Walk it down. Get to the right. Ooh, get into the left just a little bit. Oh, wow. That's like, dude, that's like a whole entire ravine in here. That's actually pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts that he, like, packed a whole ravine into this. That's, you know what? Mine. I'm having that screenshot. Now that I've, like, it's funny, I always knew what the screenshot key was in Spin Tires. It's like, you know, or well, like, for anything that's, like, Steam related. But, like, just, I don't know, like, just over the past couple of days, I've gone a little bit screenshot crazy, and I don't know why, I just kind of have. Uh-oh. We have way too big of a, like, of an overhang at the front. I mean, we are in a freaking Dodge pickup, so that's to be expected. Although, you know what? We should bring the Jeep back here. The Jeep is much more suited to this. We really should have brought the Jeep back there kind of in the first place. I feel like not bringing the Jeep back there was kind of a mistake. Like, not bringing the Jeep back there, like, originally, though. Wow, okay. Like, straight into a damn boulder. Our freaking first second out. No big deal. Stay left. Stay left. Stay left. God, alright, get your frame rate under control. I'll give you a moment. But seriously, bro, get that frame rate under control, bro. Come on. Ooh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There she goes. Oh my God. That drops down and then gets really steep, like right out of nowhere. That's some Ultimate Adventure type stuff. That's really cool. It's like a muddy hill climb. Oh, but dude, the Jeep busts it out no problem. Gets right up that edge. Spinning a little bit, but that's totally fine working our way up these hills. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Let's point ourselves toward the, toward the actual rock that we need to climb, if we can do that. Ooh, that's a little sketchy. How about we not be ultra sketchy, and we winch to that tree? Sounds good to me, because like I said, when I'm kind of exploring these maps for the first time, or while exploring them for the first time in a new version, I'm trying to do it like in such a way that if I got a winch, I'm just gonna winch because I want to see the map. I don't need to spend, you know, forever at one obstacle trying to figure out the best lineup, and I'll just winch up it, you know, because it's like if we're trying to see stuff, winching is better than like spending all your time in one specific spot. Are we on top of the caves? I feel like we probably are. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of on top of the caves in a way. Let's, uh-oh, don't do this. Don't roll over, please. Woo, that was close. That was really freaking close. Okay. Oh, God. It tried to go into auto mode and then shift. Well, it is in auto mode, but it tried to shift. God, this is like one of the biggest rock sections I've ever seen. Holy crap. Okay, I'm actually really loving this now. But you know what's the first thing I'm going to do? There. Low range. Low range is absolutely important here. Dude, oh my god. I mean, I think, you know, it'd be cool to be in the caves, but at the same time, it's cool as hell to be out here, too. Like, this is legit. Okay, yeah, we are on top of the caves. Okay, so the Jeep can be transported into the caves. Only problem is, there's a camera issue. Oh, jeez. Alright. Camera is, like, non-existent in here, except for first person. Which... Oh, okay. I can just zoom back out a little bit. Dangerous water level. How about this? How about this? How about this? How does low 3 to get out of here sound? Run up this edge. This is sketchy because there's... Dude, there's freaking nowhere to winch to. There's absolutely nowhere to... Like, dude, winch points are completely and totally out of the question once you get into the caves. Well, maybe they're not completely and totally. Oh, okay, I see. So, but like the trail goes on. The trail goes on. It's just like it's just a really hard trail. I mean, like there's no way around that fact. It's just a really hard trail. Oh wait. Oh, too much angle. Freaking like too much angle. Oh god, it's really... See, that's the thing. It's so freaking hard to figure out, like, where you're leaning in here that it makes it super hard to actually execute, you know, a good line. But, you know what we'll do? We'll bring some really capable vehicles back here, explore the caves in the next episode, and we explored some of the other features of this map, like some of the new features like the swamp and stuff like that. But the caves, I think we're going to dedicate almost a whole episode to the caves because there's so much to do in here. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of Spin Tires, don't forget to slam that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you guys later.